Hi, it's Diana from dianamarchand.com and welcome to this video. I know the lighting's really bad and I'm wearing gray, so it's gonna look very bland. I was just making some buckwheat wraps. I wanted to show you this again real quick, and then I also wanted to show you how I quickly put together something to stuff inside of them. I know it seems like I always make everything with chickpeas, but really I don't. It's just what I happen to have in my cupboard right now. I wish these were white beans, so I suggest using white beans in this. That'd be really good. So what I've done is I've shredded some carrots right here. I have some chopped artichokes there, and then I have some chopped celery, chopped green onions, and that's going together into a chickpea mixture with some nutritional yeast, maybe a bit of tahini, and some paprika, and salt and pepper, of course, and olive oil. So I'm going to show you how I throw things together really last minute, because that's what I do. Okay, my pan's super hot, so I'm just going to I've already made a couple of my buckwheat wraps. Here they are. This is what I'm going to use to wrap all the good stuff in it. Here is my batter. So the thickness, that's about it. Now what I do is I just pour some in here. I think it's about a quarter cup. I mean, I know now how much goes in it, right? And then you got to pick it up right away and let the batter spread throughout the pan. If you don't pick it up, it kind of starts cooking really fast and then you can't move it and it gets clumped up, right? So you got to pick it up and swirl it around until it covers the entire bottom of your pan. So that's cooking. We have to really watch it. So the chickpea spread, this is how fast and easy it is. Take this measurements, which I don't usually do. I'm going to use a cup of chickpeas. Like I said, you can use white beans, and for something different, use white beans in this. And then I just mash them with my fork. So I also wanted to talk about the importance of eating the foods that are right for you. Now that's why when one person follows a diet and it may work for them, and then another person tries it and it doesn't work at all. And you see, that's because either could be a few things going on. One person's in their 20s and 30s and the next woman's in her 40s and 50s. And we know that you can't eat the same, basically. But it's also because each person is really different. And so we all have different bodies. We all do better on different foods and different amounts of foods, like carbohydrates, proteins, different amounts of that. Plus, as well as, I'm not somebody who can go eat a lot of fruit. So there's some people who follow more of a raw food diet and they consume high amounts of fruit and they do great on that. I'm a person who does way better on veggies, veggies and greens. That's why I do better. I'm also a person who does better with lots of vegetables. I don't process meat. My digestive system's really bad. So if I went to go follow the paleo diet because someone said, oh my God, I lost weight, I feel great. This paleo diet works so good for me. You gotta try it. It's gonna work for you. So if I tried a paleo diet, I would probably become really sick. I'd be very constipated because that's what happens to me. I don't process meat well. So as you see, it would not work for me. I am much, much better. I can handle some carbs, especially now that I'm over menopause. I can handle. That's why I eat a lot of chickpeas. For some reason, chickpeas work really well for me. Chickpeas and white beans work. They're the kind of the carby things that I may eat, and yams are really good for me too, right? So I have found what makes me feel good. If you eat foods that aren't for you, that aren't your best, you will feel really tired and sluggish. I had that yesterday. I was exhausted after I ate a Thanksgiving dinner. So tired, heavy, and sluggish. I don't like to feel that way. Okay, so I have a cup of smashed chickpeas in here. Now, I am going to add, I'm going to measure for you guys. I'm using 2 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of artichokes. 3 tablespoons chopped artichokes. Maybe 4. Let's add 1 more. So that's a quarter cup. Then I'm going to add my carrots. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of shredded carrots. This is 1 green onion. 1 green onion. And then two tablespoons of chopped celery. That's what I'm doing. So this is going to get nice and chunky, and this can be great for inside a wrap. Inside, even if you had a lettuce piece of like romaine lettuce, this would be great in romaine lettuce covered with a bit of sprouts or an avocado. Really good. And then, so this can be flavored in a lot of ways. If you love curry, you could flavor this with some curry spices, like turmeric, curry, cumin, paprika, salt and pepper, right? So I'm also gonna add a bit of oil. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of oil. You do not have to add oil in this. You do not have to, if you're trying to cut back, you don't have to add oil in this. Because I'm also gonna add a tablespoon of tahini. So I'm gonna add a tablespoon of tahini into this too. Now you can leave that out. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need it at all. Just gives it a little different flavor. I love tahini. Tablespoon of tahini. Because it's very, very dry, this mixture. So that's why it's good with a bit of oil, but you can add water. And I'm gonna add some lemon juice anyway. So I'm gonna add some lemon juice. So the lemon juice, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Lemon juice. And then we just need the flavor. Now, like I said, you could flavor this even with chili spices. If you want with chili powder and paprika, you could add sriracha, you could add cayenne, if you like it spicy. So I'm going to add some nutritional yeast, about ½ tablespoon. And paprika. This is my organic paprika. I buy it in bulk like this. Okay. 1/4 teaspoon, I think, to start the paprika. And if you have garlic powder, you can add garlic powder. You also can add fresh garlic, chop it up, grate it up, put it in here. That would be really good too. I'm not adding it. And then some cumin. Love some cumin. Then I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin to this. This is the 1 cup. So I'm just making a bit. You can, if you just start with small, start with about a cup like I do, and then if you don't like, if you really like, you can make more. Let's see. Cumin. Okay, we got the salt, and then we got to add the salt and pepper. So I'm just adding some pepper in. And then salt. Here's my Himalayan salt. And just go by taste for those, for sure. And just keep smashing. Go. All right. I'll show you what it looks like. It doesn't look so great, but there it is. Kind of looks like mush, baby food, whatever. But it's really good. And like I said, these would be great in lettuce wraps with some fresh greens and some sprouts. And I'm also going to use it inside my buckwheat wrap. And just see if your buckwheat wrap's ready to flip. It just comes up so nice and easy. And you just flip it over. That is super easy. You guys really have to try and make these buckwheat wraps. I love a bit of salt because they are so perfect. I make them so often, and it is great to just take one of these, or half. I actually use half at a time. Roll it up, stuff it with some of this stuff. I'll show you. I'm gonna stop this video, roll one up, stuff it, and show you what it looks like. Okay, I took half the wrap because that's what I like to have half at a time. Easier to eat, I find. But you can do the full one. So I put the chickpea stuffing on the bottom, spread it, and then I added 3 things. I have fresh arugula from the farmer's market, which I love. It's kind of spicy. I have a mixed bag of lettuce, and then I have sorrel, which is, you can't get all the time, but it's these leaves, and they taste like lemon, like bursts of lemon when you eat them. The leaves, so good. So perfect in this. And then we make our own sprouts. Things full of sprouts here in the fridge. So this is perfect. So I can eat really good healthy greens and nutrients from the sprouts and stuff in one of these wraps that are thin. It's gluten-free, just a few ingredients, super easy to make. I have a video on YouTube on making these. And then I just roll it up, and there you go. There's the wrap right there. Super easy, super fast, and one of my favorite things to have dinner because you can stuff it with so many things. I've made these for breakfast and had scrambled eggs and greens and different veggies and avocado in them, salsa and beans, black beans in them. Excellent. And I mean, if you use tuna, use somebody who eats fish or anything, you can put anything in these wraps. They are perfect. They hold up. And they're great. So really learn how to make these. And about eating what's right for you. That's what we're talking about. It's so important. I realized yesterday after eating things that made me feel so heavy and tired. Even today I was. And I thought, this is how I like to eat. Things like this. I finished these wraps and with the stuff inside, and I feel so good after. I feel light. I feel full. I feel satisfied. But I also don't feel drained. I don't feel heavy. So it's so important to learn what's right for you. And if you're somebody who's not quite sure and you're going, well, how do you know? I am doing a workshop in Nanaimo October 16th, this Sunday, October 16th at 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. You can check that out, October 16th, 2016. And that is at dianamarchand.com/workshop, OCT 16. You can check out that for more information on my workshop, or of course, contact me on Facebook, Diana Marchand. Be part of my Facebook community, Women Creating Healthy Lives, because this is where I do lots of this, more free trainings, recipes, meal ideas, and everything that I'm up to. And it's a great community. And also YouTube, lots of videos on YouTube. And you can find this buckwheat wrap tortilla thing on YouTube at Diana Marchand on YouTube. Great. Thanks. Have a good night. Bye.